All right, my Pisces friends, how are you today? Happy New Year to you. This is for Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. This is your monthly horoscope for January 2020. I'm Aaron, and I'm doing these not only monthly videos, but daily videos on astrology every single day. So if you're new to the channel, please check it out. It's going to dive deeper into the aspects of what's happening above, so below, and all of the goodness that comes with this beautiful astrological reflection. So, getting into it, we have a jam-packed January 2020 that's just going to lead to opening up the whole year ahead of you, okay? You have a ton of energy that's going on in your 11th house, okay? It's where Saturn is, it's where Pluto is, it's where the Sun is right now, Jupiter, Mercury's up there, as well as the South Node. So the 11th house is the futuristic seeking community sign, okay? And this is about connecting all the pieces together, about meeting up with your soul tribe, okay? It's about you being the authentic, beautiful Pisces that you are, and like a super magnet, you're attracting the right people into your life that are meeting you right here and right here at the heart, okay? Because that's what you need in this life, is the people that are the good, authentic people, right? So, right off the top of the gate, on the 1st and on the 2nd, depending on when you're watching this video, Mercury is going to meet up in the sign of Capricorn, which is your 11th house, okay? In the sign of Capricorn, which is Mercury is our planet of communication, our information, and Jupiter is our planet of abundance, and more, okay? So this is saying, like, look, there's a way that we can communicate. There's a way that we can connect with other people in a really beautiful way, okay? Very powerful connection. On the 3rd, let me show you the chart here. On the 3rd, you've been dealing with a lot of energy in Scorpio here. Now I've got my chart set for the 11th, but we've been dealing with a lot of Scorpio energy here. You know, your sister water sign, the stuff that's beneath the surface, okay, since September of 2019, okay? First Venus moved through, then the Sun, then Mercury rolled through, and then retrograded backward. Then Mars entered just at the same time Mercury was leaving. So it's just like it's been months and months and months of this Scorpio energy clearing out your place of higher knowledge, about learning, about travel, about having faith in yourself and faith in and trusting yourself and trusting this journey. And it's just like, is there a light at the end of this tunnel? The answer is absolutely yes. And you just had to, you know, keep going. You know, that's what all this energy was saying. Just keep on going. Just keep making it through. Well, finally, Mars completes its cycle here through Scorpio in your 9th house and moves into your 10th house on the 3rd of January. So Mars is our planet of acceleration, our planet, you know, the foot on the gas pedal and moving forward, okay? So this is a big boost in your career over the next month ahead, leading into February as well, okay? So this is about you saying yes to job opportunities, about you know, stepping up and being the leader. You know, Pisces is like you are, you know, you're 1 foot connected here on planet Earth, and there's 1 foot beautifully, you know, making this like this beautiful connection to the antenna, to the universe, to the spirit realm, you know, and we need that. You know, the people here that are 2 hands, 2 feet on the ground need that beautiful energy from you that you're giving, that you know, that angelic messenger, if you will, that spiritual connection. So, you know, this Mars entering your 10th house is stepping up to be the spiritual leader or the guru that you are, and showing people a different way to do things, which is really beautiful and a lovely place for Mars to be for you, okay? And then again, that'll be there all of January and February as well. So very, very exciting. That's happening on the 3rd. Then on the 8th and the 9th, the Sun and Mercury are going to meet up together, okay? And again, that's happening in your 11th house. So what started on the 1st and 2nd is now coming into a sense of embodiment. You know, what might have first been like a thought or an idea or a concept is now is like bringing this into reality. It's like, okay, we can really embody this right now, and we can communicate with others. And that help of Mars in your 10th house of like leadership is like, again, like blowing it away. It's just like, yes, I'm finding my strength, I'm finding my backbone, I'm finding my voice and my ability to communicate and express myself with the world. And by, again, being the authentic, beautiful Piscean that you are, you're able to connect your soul tribe, you know, able to connect with the right people that come together to create this beautiful group, or this beautiful, it's like you're like the coach, the coach that gets the dream team together. You are the director that gets the dream cast together to make this beautiful picture. Okay. And it's just like, it's your vision, Pisces, that's going to be able to create this, that inspires so many people. Okay. Very powerful January for you. So that's the 8th and 9th. Then on the 9th as well, there's going to be a lunar eclipse, a full moon lunar eclipse, which eclipses are like supercharged full moons, or supercharged full moons, or new moons as well. So this is a full moon lunar eclipse, okay? And it's happening in the sign of Cancer, your sister water sign. All right, and that's going to happen in your 5th house of creative self-expression, okay? So this is really powerful. So again, this is a way for you to step out, to step on stage, maybe a place that you don't always like to be, maybe staying, off to the side and playing that director role, or just a keen observer for the most part. This is like, hey, all right, sister, all right, brother, it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to illuminate yourself and to get out there, because the world needs your energy more than ever. We're dealing with so much corporate greed and butting heads of these, left, right, red, blue, whatever, and it's just like, you are the ones that see a vision for something different. You are the ones that, again, that are connected, one foot here on earth and one foot, I don't know if one foot is even the proper way to say it, but you know what I'm saying. You're the spiritual connection in this world that we need. So, by just observing isn't doing us any justice. It's like, it is time for you to bring the peace. It is time for you to bring your choir, and sing these songs, to bring this opus to life. And that's what this new moon, that's what this full moon lunar eclipse is highlighting in the sign of Cancer for you. Okay. So that's on the 9th. Then on the 11th, the sun's going to meet up with Mercury, or Mercury's going to meet up with the sun, rather. Okay, steal the fire from the gods and give to the people. All right, so then Mercury is going to rush ahead of the sun. And then Mercury is going to meet up and connect with Saturn and Pluto. Okay, so this is happening like 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. This is happening. I mean, I think the 10th is the only day that it's not an exact conjunction. That whole, 5 days or whatever, it's like one after another of just boom, 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 eclipse. And then, it's like learning to surrender in a certain sense, okay? Where Saturn's at right now is a place of gracefully surrendering, okay? 21 degrees of Capricorn. And that's where Mercury and the sun are going to meet up, is at 21 degrees of Capricorn. The leader knowing when to gracefully bow out. When to call it a wrap, when we're done beating a dead horse, if you will. Okay. And you'll be looked at and admired for understanding when to bow out, for understanding when to surrender, for understanding when to accept defeat. This is important. This is for everybody. This isn't just for a Pisces, but how it's happening to you is, again, your place of community, the futuristic thinking aspects of community. So, however that's applying to you, you'll get it. Because what the beauty is, right afterward, Mercury is going to conjunct Saturn and Pluto in the sign of Capricorn at 22 degrees, which is about being rewarded. Okay, so it's like, once we learn to surrender on one side, we're going to be rewarded with the Medal of Honor, for saving so many people's lives. Like, we didn't bring our tribe into this battle that we didn't need to. It was unnecessary. And you had the vision and the clarity, because you're connected with source energy, on when to say, hey, this isn't our fight, friends. This is not our fight. We have something else to do. There's something more important that needs our attention right now. Okay, and you are the leader that's sheep herding everyone together and making that call, and you're going to really step into your power this year and really step up, and people are going to see that, and it's going to be acknowledged and rewarded, which is where Saturn and Pluto are meeting up. That place of, you're being rewarded for your courageous acts. You're being rewarded for stepping in and doing the right thing when other people didn't know what was right or what was wrong. Okay, it's really, really powerful, really beautiful that's going on. And then right afterward, on the 13th, the sun is going to be meeting up with Saturn and Pluto as well, like to bring, again, the sense of ego or our own expression into this. Okay. So it's really powerful. There's a bit of a balance going on right now of you being the conductor of the show and stepping into your power as being the star of the show. It's just like, I'm going to date myself here. It's Warren Beatty in Dick Tracy. He was the director, he was the producer, he was the star, but he also had a star-studded cast where it wasn't just all about him. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a movie about Warren Beatty. I don't know, Dick Tracy. When's the last time you've seen that one, huh? Anyway, so again, there's a balance of being the director, of being the leader, of being the coach, and as well being the star player, which you're being asked to be, of being the lead role. The universe is asking you to be this, and you're going to be rewarded for showing your strengths of being able to do those things. Now, on the 13th as well, the sun is going to meet up with Saturn and Pluto, and then Venus is going to move out of your 12th house, okay? So Venus is in Aquarius right now, moving out of your 12th house, saying like there's a need and a feel for some completion. There's a need and a want and a desire to move beyond what this is. There's some sort of karmic lessons that have been happening, observing and learning and growing out of, moving toward, and Venus is coming into your first house, my dear Pisces. How beautiful is that? Because Venus, only visits here once every year and a half, and this is her favorite place in the entire zodiac to be, is in Pisces, because Pisces is what? Pisces is not limited by the third dimension. It's not limited by Capricorn here and the laws of this reality that say, well, you did me wrong and now the punishment is you're banished from my life. There's a right and a wrong and an up and a down, and it's like, no, we can forgive and we can love and we can be unconditional and we can be nurturing and caring, and there's no limit to my emotions, there's no limit to my feels. There's no limit. The sky is the limit, you know what I mean? So Venus on the 13th entering the sign of Pisces, your first house, is just an absolutely beautiful and fantastic place to be. So congratulations to you. Again, this happens only once every year and a half. So that's very exciting. Then the sun, is going to move out of your 11th house and move into your 12th house. Again, there's some sort of completion that's happening. There's some sort of ending. There's some lessons to be learned here as the 12th house deals with the infant child as well as the guru on top of the mountain. And it's embodying both. It's saying, I am constantly learning. I make mistakes and I learn at the same time. It's not like I've reached this point of enlightenment and that's it. I never make a mistake again. I'm infallible. So it's just like completely embracing and embodying, the sun moving in here, truly embracing, embodying the fact that you are simultaneously both. The infant, unknowledgeable, and the guru, the wise one that's on the top of the mountain. Okay, so and having both of these coming, both of these aspects coming in, and with the sun, is a beautiful place to be. As it's like lighting up 2020 and what's to come your way. Then there's going to be a new moon on the 24th. All right, which is a new beginning as well. So it's like a new beginning to gain that perspective of self. Like, I am perfect yet ever expanding in a perfect yet ever expanding world, in a perfect yet ever expanding universe. And as long as I'm okay and I trust that process, I trust that, I have to fail on one hand to succeed on another. Here you go. Doing handstands and cross-country skiing, right? You have to, like handstands, you gotta push into the front of your palm here. Cross-country skiing, you have to lean over so much that you fall. Okay, the only way that you're gonna get good at either of those things is by falling a lot. So it's like understanding this new moon really highlights that for you. And it's just like, okay, I have to fall. This is a part of my learning. I have to make error. I have to make mistakes in one end so that I can fully be the leader that I'm intended to be. So that I can, grounded on earth and grounded connection with spirit, communicate and guide myself and others as well to a beautiful place. So that's on the 24th. Then on the 27th, Venus in your first house is going to meet up with Neptune in your first house, the ruling planet of Pisces, Neptune, okay? So that's all about your dreams, your imagination. Again, so Venus is everything you love, you want, you feel, you desire. and coming in connection with the planet of abundance, the planet of expansion, the planet of, again, your dreams and creativity. It's just a powerful combination. Where the sun and Jupiter meet up is the luckiest day of the year. That happened early December 2019. Venus and Neptune meeting up is the loveliest day of the year, and it's happening in your first house. So just, hopefully it's by your birthday, well, it's coming anyway. But hopefully it's a beautiful day for you, to shower yourself in some love. Hopefully you're going to be receiving love from other people. You're going to be, again, rewarded for being the beautiful person that you are, the beautiful Piscean that you are. Okay, then on the 28th, our emotional moon is what we need. Our emotional needs is aligning as well with Venus and Neptune in your first house. Very beautiful aspects, okay? And to make it even better, they're going to create a septile to Saturn and Pluto. Okay, that septile aspect is fate, is spiritual energy, is the universe stepping in and saying, look, what we dream of, we can manifest into this physical reality, right? Everything that we dream and we hold into our hearts, everything that we hold into our minds, everything that we need on an emotional level, we can manifest here in abundance in the physical world. Okay? This connection will never happen again for the rest of your life. It won't happen again. I mean, it takes 244 years for Pluto to go around the sun. 176 years for Neptune to go around the sun, okay? And Capricorn, and Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn, Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces. They'll never be in their home signs making this connection again. Will Saturn and Neptune create a septile? Yes. Will Saturn conjunct Pluto ever make a septile with Neptune conjunct Venus and the moon? Never again. Okay, so that's the 27th and the 28th. Manifest, my friends. You have the ability to manifest and bring, the knowledge and the gifts from the heavens, from the source energy into this physical world, and it's a beautiful day to do that toward the end of the month, okay? So again, it's like surrendering first. It's observing new knowledge coming in, seeing my own shadow, understanding where I've held back, and I need to come forward and express myself, coming this new moon or full moon lunar eclipse, when I need to step up and be the star of the show, because somebody has to take this role. Somebody has to do it, and who better to do it than you, So it's like, okay, here we go, and embodying this change, embodying this, and knowing that you are looked at as a leader to your peers, to your friends. They look to you for that spiritual advice. You're not a doormat. They look to you. And it's as well, this is creating your boundaries, all of this Capricorn energy in your 11th house. Okay, this is creating your boundaries. And people will respect you and acknowledge you and will give you the appreciation that you deserve. So even if you've had to cut somebody off in the past because they're treating you like their therapist, come on, I know that's some of you Pisces out there. They treat you like their spiritual therapist, and maybe that's not your occupation. Maybe it is your occupation. But they've taken advantage of you, and maybe you've had to put up this cold, hard wall. Saturn and everybody else that's hanging out there in Capricorn, and they're shocked. It's like, how could you do that? You're supposed to be this. You're supposed to be, it's just like this terrible concept that healers are just supposed to give away everything for free, but yet a doctor, it's also a learned skill, is going to make, living in mansions and stuff. And it's just like, no. We need to respect our boundaries. So you've put up some boundaries over the past year, which are necessary. And again, people are going to come back around and acknowledge you and appreciate you for putting up those boundaries, or for raising your price or raising your value. Okay? So all this comes into completion. Everything comes into this, your first house, this beautiful connection. And it's just like, I need to manifest me. I can focus on me. I can bring this stuff up. I can be the leader that I am, that I know I'm meant to be in this lifetime. And then at the end of this month, the moon is going to come into your second house and connect here with Chiron. This is about money. This is like, are you being compensated properly for your work? Where have people taken advantage of you? You told them you'd give them an hour and they've taken up 2, and they think that because you're this spiritual, god or goddess, that they don't have to compensate you. And it's just like, okay, we're healing these wounds of material goods and material possessions, and the moon is saying, I need to bring this to my attention. I need to heal these aspects of myself. Okay? And again, you're going to be rewarded for all of this. So it's an absolutely incredible month ahead. Again, thank you for hanging out. If you're new to this channel, again, we're doing these every single day, which is going to dive deeper and deeper and deeper into all of this stuff. So please, give it a like, give it a comment if you enjoyed the video. And thank you, and have a happy new year and a beautiful month ahead, okay? It's just getting started. We'll see you tomorrow.